A lot of them. I'll tell y'all how confident I was.
That's my torch. There's my torch. It's been used tonight.
I'll tell you how confident I was. Damn near arrogant. The game started. I sat outside, cut a cigar, and lit that bad boy up as soon as the kickoff happened. Because I just was like, hey, there was a major mismatch in this game. And quite frankly, I'm surprised Alabama didn't take more advantage of it. Tennessee's defensive front, very, very good. Tennessee's offense, fantastic. Let's give credit where it's due. I threw up a little bit in my mouth, but I have to be honest.
Facts.
That secondary is food.
Yeah.
That secondary is food. And quite frankly, they're very lucky that they didn't get called for a lot more PI. Ryan Williams' first catch, for instance, his jersey's hanging like this as the guy's trying to keep up with him, and the ref is just staring like I stare at a Popeye's chicken sandwich, and I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell is happening? Like, I'm surprised Alabama didn't take more advantage of that. But one of the things I said leading up to this game, Bama's defense will make plays when the moments are the brightest, and that's going to be the difference. Xavier Brown, come on down, man. Like,
one down.
Put himself in Alabama history with that one.
And then it was like, man, it was deja vu all over again from Trayvon Diggs taking that ball all the way to the house on that fumble
return. Yeah.
I was like, bro, it felt like deja vu. And then next thing you know, man, they showed it on Twitter and all that. I was like, bro, this is crazy that I even thought of it in my head when it happened. But before I lose this, we said this on the Thursday show, and we already gave our answer. I'm gonna start with you, Coach Al, then Jazz, then Ty. Who gonna get the Penn State job? We pretty much think Matt Rhule is going to leave. So the Penn State job, the Nebraska job, and the Florida job.
Okay,
I gave mine already.
Yeah.
All right. I'm actually kind of calling Matt Patricia to Penn State.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. I'm kind of calling that. I think that it'd be, that's kind of a reach for me, but nobody's brought his name up in association with Penn State, and we can see what he's doing with Ohio State's defense this year. And I think there's some kind of ties there. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Nebraska, I'm not really sure who would want to go and take that position. Scott Frost is down at UCF again, so he's not going back out. Okay.
Dan Mullen.
All right. I like that. Thank you for the assist, Coach Sean, the hockey assist on that one. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm saying Dan Mullen.
Watch.
Yeah.
Soon
as
the
Florida job, okay. Another hockey assist to Jazz. Maybe they go for Franklin.
Makes sense.
Florida go for Franklin?
Jazz put it out there. I can't think of anybody else who would take that job.
Yeah,
Lane.
It's Lane, and I don't think it's nobody else.
I bet you he lead up. Lane is different.
Today,
look at his
why he's going to leave.
Look
Today is a prime example of why he's going to leave.
Watch.
It's a cap at Ole Miss, man. You cannot just I
agree with that.
You can't go as far as he took Ole Miss. You got to leave there. You got all the Florida boys down there.
But you know what? He can. He can. His coaching staff sucks. And we can be honest here, man. When you hire Pete Golden, this is the result you get.
Yeah,
we tried to warn him about Pete Golden.
Can't argue
that was disgusting what Pete Golden did with Ole Miss. But hey, it is what it is. Listen, Ole Miss, they would you believe me if I told you that Ole Miss the last 3 years has been top 10 teams in terms of producing NFL talent? So they got talent. This is not a talent issue. This is a coaching issue. When you got Jackson Dart, Walter Nolan, Trey Amos, I forgot the kid's name that won the second round that went to the Chargers, but you had him. They got 700, 800-yard receivers. They got like 7 of them that had all that from different schools that they brought to the program. Their entire starting 22, besides I think 3 of them, all of them are transfers from top from top Group of 5 programs, and he's not winning with them. Like at some point, man, this is coaching, and if he leaves and goes to Florida, it's gonna be the same mess. They'll win, but they'll win, but they fired Dan Mullen because Dan Mullen couldn't get them over the top. I don't know. You're not gonna do that with Kiffin if you can't do that with Ole Miss.
Yes, that's a conundrum. I mean, what do you do at Florida now, based on what you just said? I haven't really given the coaching movement a lot of attention, to be honest with you, Bresky. I was, again, the Matt Patricia name came up to me because maybe he's an NFL guy. Does he want to go back to the NFL guy? But we're seeing he can coach the college game from a defensive standpoint at a high level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but as far as the Florida job, again, I would say the Nebraska job, I really don't have much to say, but I like the Dan Mullen move to Nebraska coach Sean. He can coach football. That guy can coach football. Yeah.
He can coach, man. Look at UNLV. Look at UNLV. First year.
Yeah.
6-1. They got smacked today by Boise State, but that's Boise State.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. I'm not going to take anything away from him. Boise State is one of the best, historically one of the best of all time.
Facts.
What you think about it, Jens? What's your 3?
So here's a name that I actually according to some Bills reporters that were I was talking to in terms of Joe Brady. Penn State's got interest in Joe Brady. They got a lot of interest. They've been calling him. Let's just say they've been trying to call him, have some conversations. Joe Brady's he's had offers already from some NFL teams in terms of, which you really can't do. I mean, it is what it is. But Penn State's they've been trying to get into contact. They've been I guess they've been talking. I don't know. Joe Brady's going to be leaving the Buffalo Bills. He'll be. Thank God. I don't want that man as my offensive coordinator. But he's going to be leaving anytime soon. The question is he going to take a head coaching NFL job, or is he going to take a head coaching college job? The man doesn't like to recruit, but
nope.
He does. I guess I don't know if he's entertaining the idea. I just know Penn State they have interest in Joe Brady. So that's a name to kind of look out for, maybe potentially. But I actually kind of agree. I think Matt Patricia would be a very good option. I think, again, they already went to Ohio State, took Jim Knowles. I think they got some sort of connection. Matt Patricia, I think, would be a very good name because he's an NFL style coach. Right. I also think too. Here's another name that I've also heard as well from Penn State. They've actually contacted him, Brian Flores. Brian Flores is another name from Minnesota Vikings who is looking to try to get another head coaching opportunity. So they want NFL-like coaches. I think they don't. I mean, again, obviously you want to try to get guys from the recruiting standpoint, but they want to try to go more. It looks like they're just trying to go more into an NFL style direction. And so I'm curious to see what they do, but I think for Penn State, I think they're going to go in that direction. In terms of some of these other coaches, man, I don't know. Like Lane Kiffin, is he going to leave Ole Miss or is he going to stay there? I mean, Ole Miss is everything he's wanted, he's gotten. It's not like Mark Stoops at Kentucky where he's asking for something and then Kentucky's limiting him because they're putting everything to their basketball program. Nebraska, I think they can be looking for a new coach. I mean, Nebraska, I think Nebraska's top 5 within NIL spending or NIL revenue sharing. So, they put a lot of money into their football program. That could be a team that's going to be, trying to go up there and maybe they'll look for an upgrade. But I do know this, man. We got to look out for LSU. we got to look out for LSU, man. We got to put them on there, man, because Brian Kelly, he's gone. They're going to figure out a way to balance this contract. I think it's a lot lower compared to what it was last year. He's out of there.
Are you saying LSU is burning?
LSU is burning, Ty.
Guess how he came on the show. Guess how he came on the show, Ty, with that.
They are burning, man. I'm still I'm still trying to refresh my thing. I'm looking for the Whiskey and Wine post-game show. Can't find it. So it is what it is. all the weeks, every week he's posting video except for this one. You can't find it, of course. Crickets from all these other.
Hey,
it is.
No, we definitely got to give a proper introduction to our other brother who stepped up in the building, man. He was out there smoking a cigar with all the people in Bryant-Denny, with all the recruits, and all the players. The man, the myth, the legend, our good friend and brother, Coach Carl. What's going on?
Ain't nothing much, man. I just want to tell you, he's giving a really good take about these coaches. But one name that everybody missing out with Penn State, I think Penn State gonna offer Matt Rhule. Mark my word, they probably gonna go at Matt Rhule.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've been saying Matt Rhule now.
That would be such a bad hire.
If Matt Rhule get that phone call, he gonna take that job, and then he'll be the next coach at Penn State. And that man can coach. He gonna bring in the recruits that they lose. All the recruits that they losing will come back to play for Matt Rhule. And Penn State will be viable because he know how to win the big games.
Homecoming is back.
So,
yeah, man. Go ahead, Ty. My fault.
So I don't disagree that they like Matt Rhule makes sense, but I think that'd be a terrible hire. He can't beat Minnesota.
Yep.
They got their ass kicked by Minnesota, and you're like, if Penn State does that, they're an unserious football team. I'm sorry, but like, yeah, I get it. Penn State, that right now they got more money to throw around than does Nebraska. You got a 5-star quarterback at Nebraska in Dylan Rhule. What did he throw for less than 200 yards against Minnesota? Like, I just don't think they move the needle with that.
Right.
I think Patricia is interesting.
Patricia's interesting because if they go and hire a general manager, if they hire a general manager, so say maybe Brady doesn't have to recruit or Patricia doesn't have to recruit. Everybody in the world is going that way. Look at what we got at Alabama. We got a general manager. The board doesn't have to get caught up with all the mechanics of that. And I think that's the way college football is going. So you go get your guy and get somebody else to manage the board. Okay, and do all of that jazz. So I hate to disagree with you, Coach Carl, but I think Rhule has proved that he's average.
He's 2-23 against ranked teams. He is James Franklin.
That's a worse version of James Franklin.
What do he have to work with? Answer that question.
Dylan Rhule, he's a 5-star quarterback.
That's all he has.
Well, he has some guys, but I understand what you're going.
They
got that what Signetti did in Indiana. Okay, he took a 30 Old Dominion players and went to Indiana and been beating everybody's face in without the resources.
I literally think, man, that they gonna go get Matt Rhule because the only coach out there that you can move right now is Matt Rhule. And if you go out there and pay somebody, you have to go out there and pay somebody $70 to $80 million guarantee to come to Penn State. And then if they do a James Franklin, you still got to buy them out with $70 to $80 million. You don't want to go out there and throw away this Jimbo Fisher type of money on a coach, and then he don't pan out, and then you got to pay $100 million, man, to buy him out, or a $70 million buyout.
But they're going to have to
throwing that money away like that. So you're taking these chances with coaches, man. You never know what you're gonna get.
But here's the thing, and this is where I disagree with you, Coach Carl. They have to. Penn State just set the precedent that you can make a playoff run last season, lose 2 games, and your ass is grass this season. That doesn't exactly excite coaches when they're like, okay, this isn't a national powerhouse and they're getting rid of me a year after I just made the playoffs. Why would I go there? Because if I don't do well, I'm next. So they're going to have to come up with some lucrative options to get the coaches there. I don't disagree that they might try Matt Rhule, but I think that would be such a bad hire. I think at that point their recruiting class falls apart because I hear you. On paper, it might not seem like Rhule has a lot. They got Dawson Merritt, who Alabama was after. Bama really wanted him. He goes to Nebraska. They got Dasan McCullough, who Brent Venables was using as his cheetah, who was having a great season. He ends up getting nicked up at Oklahoma, goes to Nebraska. Don't see much of him. They got a wide receiver that LSU really wanted. They got another wide receiver that transferred in that was pretty good. They got a 5-star quarterback. And it's all underachieving. Like, I just think that if you have a playoff run and then you get rid of a guy a year later because he can't win ranked games, don't go get a guy that's 2-23 against ranked teams. Like, that's to me where it's hard. I'll give you a name that I don't think is realistic for Penn State, but I would offer him some crazy money. Mike Elko. He's from the East Coast. He knows the area. That's a name that I think is really interesting. Now, in terms of Florida, what about Kenny Dillingham? Kenny Dillingham is doing an amazing job at Arizona State.
Yeah.
And then if you're thinking, okay, what about Nebraska? Alex Golish at USF.
JJ. My fault. JJ put Alex Goldis for Auburn in chat.
Yeah,
God, I hope not.
He probably
Yeah,
end up
I
at
said the same
Auburn.
thing.
He'll probably
No.
end up at Auburn. So.
No, I don't want that.
Where does James Franklin end up?
James
booth?
Franklin will probably.
FCS.
He said he wants to coach again. He said he wants to coach.
He could be in Nebraska, believe it or not.
He'll probably.
Believe it or not.
He'll probably end up like they probably end up
That
swapping
could happen.
coach. Maybe.
I think my niece's soccer team needs a new coach.
FCS.
You think Glenn
FCS,
Schumann gets one of these jobs?
I don't
don't
think
think-
so.
I think
Not-
his
not
stock is
I don't
not
think
what it
Glenn
is.
Schumann. I don't think Glenn Schumann leads right now.
I don't see him as a viable, big time Power 5
No,
head coach.
he would get eaten up alive if he goes to a big Power 5.
Power Force, yeah, because Kirby is still very much in control of that defense,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not in the category as Lanning. I don't think Schumer is. I think Schumer should be better served to stay at Georgia.
If
for a while.
Lane leaves Ole Miss, Schumann will probably end up in Ole Miss because they'll probably be the next best spot for Schumann to go and try to rebuild off what Lane doing. But I don't think Lane leaves Ole Miss and go to Florida. Lane may leave Ole Miss and go to Penn State if he get an offer. But I just can't see him. I can't see him leaving and going to Florida. Even though he'll have more talent in Florida than he have in Ole Miss, he got everything he wanted in Ole Miss and some.
Listen,
And
let me
it's
tell
not that
y'all
much
this.
pressure.
Let me tell y'all this, bro. All y'all, I respect your opinion, but all y'all wrong. Listen to me. What do you do when your team is suffering? And the Big Ten love doing this. Alabama used to do this, right? You go to what you used to. You go to what you think you familiar with. You know what I mean? You try to hire one of your, I think the quote is one of your own. I'll be willing to bet y'all money Matt Rhule gonna end up at Penn State. You watch. You make great points, and I don't want to disagree with you. You're right. That brother ain't proved he can do nothing, right? But he's one of them, right? You watch. They're gonna offer that man the job at Penn State. We can make sure you put it down today, and let's see who all right and wrong. They're gonna offer that guy. It's setting up perfectly. And as far as Lane, when I see Lane Kiffin now, his face, that ain't the same Lane from a few years ago. This Lane is older. He still try to be funny with the tweets and do all that, but this is not the same skip to my Lou Lane. Look at him. That cat getting older. He getting disgusted. If that Florida job is offered him, he's leaving Ole Miss to go to Florida. The water, the palm. You watch. You mark my words. That man is going to Florida. You know what I mean? I agree with Brinsky 1,000%. I hear you about all the talent and all of that, but it's Ole Miss. It's still Ole Miss, bro. I know personally. That Hezekiah's daddy. I know that man personally. Go to church with. They recruited this. He wasn't gonna let his son go to Ole Miss. I can say it now because he was not gonna let his son to Ole Miss, and he was adamant about it. That it's still kids out there whose parents are not letting them entertain that school. You know what I mean? For all sorts of plethora of reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
some obvious
I'm
reasons.
telling you, if that Florida job is offered to Lane Kiffin, his ass is out of there at Ole Miss. He did all he can do at Ole Miss. He ain't doing no more. And Penn State, they gonna offer it Matt Rhule. You
You know
watch
who would
Matt
be
Rhule
interesting at Florida?
As
What's
I'm
that?
telling you, Sean, hey, Coach Sean, they
Uh-huh.
don't want to hear me, but I'm telling you, I'm just like you. I think they're
watch.
gonna offer that job to Matt Rhule, man.
I think so too.
Sits up,
He's
it
one of
sits
their
up
own.
perfect. It's set perfect for Matt Rhule to go in there and take that job.
Y'all
Even
may
if
be
he-
right.
You
even
watch.
if he go,
But-
even if he go in there and lose his ass off,
Lose his
they
ass
gonna
off.
give
Right,
their
right.
own- they gonna give their own people an opportunity to
They
rule their
love
own
doing that,
goddamn
bro.
their program.
Y'all
They
may
went
be
outside-
right.
They went outside the box with James Franklin and got nothing. You come home and you don't get nothing, and then they'll go another route. But they're gonna try their own people before they go outside the realms again, or unless it's the one of those coaches that you just can't miss on.
Go
But
ahead, Ty.
here's my question. Right, I have a few points on this. One, if it's true that Adidas is paying or helping pay this buyout for Franklin, they may have some say in this.
Mm,
And if
Whoa.
that's the case,
What a
that's
take!
crazy. That's facts.
What a take!
because if that's they're popping out that money for the buyout or assisting in it, I think listen, when I say that I think it's a bad hire, that's not to say I think either of you are wrong in your analysis.
Yeah.
I think your analysis
Of
is
course.
spot on. I think your analysis is spot on. It makes total sense. I just think that I swear to God, if they do this, I'm moving to Pennsylvania. I'm starting a drug testing business, and I'm right outside that facility the first day they walk in. And I am piss testing every person who walks in that building because I'm going to be perplexed. Now,
Yeah.
Eric makes a good point. And I know this guy doesn't exactly have like a long list of accolades behind him. But I can tell you one thing. Players love him. Recruits love him. What would happen if Fran Brown found his way to Florida with that brand in the state of Florida with all those recruits? Then he goes and gets, let's say, a Rashad Samples from Oregon, a Carrington. You has Donovan Edwards, who was over at Colorado, who was at Georgia, who was at Texas A&M. That Fran Brown is an interesting name because he's at Syracuse. Jance, you can speak to this because this is the thing that kills me. I love New York, guys. New York is my favorite state in the world.
I
They
think that
don't
Billy Napier
give
might be
a
a done deal already.
flying
We don't
F
care
about
We don't
football.
care. Nope. Besides Bills football, that's the only thing they care about in New York. Well, unless you're from the NYC or New Jersey or upstate, they watch it. But it's for the most part, it's just Bills. Most part, it's just Bills or Jets or Giants. No one does not give a damn about college football here. They don't care.
I think he's
He can coach.
overachieved at Syracuse.
That guy can coach, man.
Yeah.
He can put a program together. I mean, if he could put a program together at Syracuse, can you imagine what he could do with the resources at Florida? I like the name, Ty. Let's put it this way: if Kirk Signetti can go from Old Dominion to Indiana and build a program, all he needs is a few players, and some resources. I love that name, frankly. But I would say this about what Coach Sean is saying about Matt Rhule to Penn State. I don't necessarily disagree with Coach Sean.
Yeah.
But I still fall in the boat with Ty that they're going to set their program back. And James Franklin will be laughing his butt all the way $49 million down the road. Hiring a guy. James Franklin's been there 10 years, and they got Mark Richt. That's what they got.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they got. Okay, UGA got lucky and hired Kirby. They hired the right guy in the right time in their program. So, yeah, they may go get Rhule. Yeah. I mean, it fits, okay, but you had 10 years of Mark Richt.
That's a fact. Oh, I agree. I agree with his coaching style. I read body language very well. And when they asked that man, Brinsky was the one who pointed it out to me. When I went and watched it, he was dead on. I bet you
Like he jumped out his
job.
clothes. Like he
Yeah, that dude.
You know what it did remind me of? Y'all remember Lincoln whenever he hit the stand and he's like, I'm not going to
I ain't going.
LSU. Yeah, you're right, because your ass is already on the plane to USC.
Facts.
You're
Facts,
sure right
bro.
you're not going to LSU.
Yes.
It did remind me of that. You're 100%.
Yes. It's crazy, man.
Ass
You know,
was
You know,
out
so
of
what do you guys think about Miami losing to Louisville?
man.
What do you
Not
think about it?
shocking.
It's been a crazy week, man.
Yeah, not shocking at all, man. Like I'm telling you, man, Louis, that's my AC champion. That's my ACC champion is Louisville. It's Louisville, man. It's because it is two reasons. It's the offensive line and it's the running game. They got Louisville is one of the best running games in the entire league. I think Isaac Brown, in my personal opinion, I think he's the best back in college, or at least the most explosive back I've seen in college. That kid, as soon as a lane opens, he's gone. I like what they did defensively. They picked up Cleve Lubin from the portal. He's been dominant. And then Carson Beck, man, I can't trust Carson Beck. I can't. I think he's a good college quarterback, but I cannot trust this man when the game. I can't do it. I refuse to. To me, Louisville was the dark horse to winning. I mean, that was my champion. Miami's got the talent, man, but that offensive line, I mean, they stifled Messidor and Ruben Bain. They did a really good job, man, and I think that was the most underrated and best aspect of their team was the offensive line and the running game. And
that wide receiver is nasty.
Chris Bell,
nasty.
nuts.
Oh yeah,
nuts.
this is cool.
Unguardable.
That freshman, that boy, yeah, he different. He different.
Tony,
I think Miami needed that though, man. I think Miami needed it. I think they started reading their own headlines, and I think Louisville just punched them in the mouth. I really do. They didn't do nothing special. They just lined up and beat them, in every facet. I really do.
It's really just because Carson Beck just turned over the ball. He doesn't turn over the ball. They win that game.
Yeah,
you know what it reminded me of? Y'all remember last year, Ole Miss versus Florida? And it was almost like Jackson Dart was like, bet I won't throw another pick. Another pick. Defense gets a stop. Bet I won't do it again. Throws another pick. That's exactly what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
I was in awe watching that because what did he throw? 1 or 2 picks that got taken away because of penalties. And then he was like, "Oh, refs, you're trying to intervene in my master class?" No.
Yeah, he was crying on the sideline. I remember that. He threw a pick, thought the game was over, cried on the sideline. Told him that,
came back in and threw another pick.
And then threw a pick.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jason, this ain't gonna happen.
I pray to God it doesn't happen.
It's not gonna happen. I can tell you right now, if they ain't hired Cadillac Williams, they sure ain't hiring Fran Brown.
I do not want Fran Brown at Auburn.
Man,
Fran can coach. I'll say this, man. If Syracuse opened up their wallet. Syracuse is a basketball team. They opened up their wallets for Fran Brown, because Fran Brown had that from when he got there. I mean, he got that program believing that they were going to go out there and compete. And guess what? Year one, they opened up the wallets. They got a lot of transfers came in. They won 9 games. Led the nation in passing yards. Second year, I think they're doing a solid job even this year, man. Fran Brown is a really, really good coach.
I like Ty putting him at Florida. I didn't hear that take. That is a awesome. I wouldn't be surprised if Lane does not go there. I can see Fran going there, but at Auburn, it's not gonna happen, man. I know this state too well. You ain't gonna see that in a long time. Does someone try to take Jeff Brom? Because Jeff Brom he's the top 25 killer from Louisville, man. Does somebody try to take
Arkansas might give him an interview. I don't know if they hire him. I think they interview him. They may stick with.
What about Brent Key?
Oh, Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Brent Key. I wouldn't be mad if Penn State took a shot at Brent Key.
He's a Georgia Tech guy, Ty. He's a Georgia Tech guy.
Brent Key may be the hottest thing smoking this summer or this fall.
I bet you they don't even interview him. He ain't flashy enough. He ain't splashy enough for them. Yeah. Penn State is a diva program. Bro.
Yeah, I don't think Penn State will offer him, but if something pops up like Auburn, I think Auburn might bring him in.
Penn State is, remember, you got to factor in ego. I mean, hell, they went and hired Jim Knowles, Ohio State's defensive coordinator. They a diva program, bro. They wanna make headlines. They want to splash. They want to, A lot of programs, I bet you this. If James Franklin was at Nebraska, they would have never even fired him.
No.
You know, winning 10 games a year, going to Rose Bowls and all this other stuff.
Because no one
never
does
The
that. I mean,
the crazy
I
thing
was
about that
Kirk
Coach
Frank.
Young, the crazy thing about that Coach Young, if they go out and hire Matt Rhule, they'll bring in Dylan Rhule with him, and they'll take Dylan Rhule and Matt Rhule before they go out and try to.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know
tell
if
you
he'll
right
leave
now,
Nebraska,
like I told
though.
these boys Thursday.
Yeah, he a
that
legacy.
kid is a Nebraska kid.
Yeah,
He
his
is a
daddy.
legacy. It will take. I don't see him leaving that school.
Dominic
at all.
Riola was his dad. He played there. I think it would take something special for him to
They
leave
got to
Nebraska.
take something real special for him to lead it.
The NIL money Penn State owns a lot.
Yeah.
You know what?
think
If they
Nebraska
want to make a
got it?
Not better
splash,
than not better than Nebraska.
That's what I was just about to say.
Nebraska. They're top 5 in NIL money. Penn State doesn't even come anywhere close to Nebraska. They got Nebraska's got money.
Is he gonna win in Nebraska?
It don't matter.
Another thing.
It's a different type of love for him there.
well, shit, he's not winning at Nebraska. That's why I think it's crazy that Penn State. I'll tell you what. If Penn State wants to make a splash, here, I want this sent to State College. Penn State, you want headlines? I'm your guy. 1 year, $10 million. $2 million guaranteed, $8 million in incentive. You're gonna make a lot of headlines. We're not gonna win a game, but headlines.
You know what I'm saying? No time. I feel like they're that type of program. I feel like they to fire James Franklin. I get it. He didn't beat no top 10 teams, but to fire this guy, believe it or not, take some balls in this climate of college football, because don't just automatically assume because they fired James Franklin that it's going to be better. You could go get you a Billy Napier and be right where Florida is today. You don't think Florida thinking, damn, we shouldn't have fired Dan. Damn it, we was in the SEC championship. We was winning 9-10 games every year.
Right.
I mean, this could go the other way really quickly.
Yes, exactly. I think it will go the other way. I really think it will go the other way because I don't think they're going to get that next generational type of coach. Like, I would use this as the model. Mark Richt was at Georgia. He was winning 10 games. He was recruiting people. He had everything, but he couldn't win the big game.
Yeah.
Then they went and got a Kirby Smart.
Facts.
It ain't a lot of those guys out there.
How many times has that happened, Coach Al, when you look over the landscape of college football? How many times have you fired a 10-win coach and got better the next couple seasons? Look around.
I can't think of the only guy that might become close to being that book is a guy like Urban Meyer.
Urban.
He came out of nowhere, from Bowling Green and made a splash and went to Florida and did his thing, and then he went to OSU.
Probably Cristobal. Cristobal was maybe the closest one for Oregon.
Him and Lanning out in
that's a good one.
Oregon.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
But there's not many guys that, and then all of a sudden this guy named Lincoln Riley made a splash in Oklahoma, and then he was a one-trick pony, right? But there's not many. I think they roll the dice, and I think they're gonna come up snake eyes, right?
I'm gonna be a homer right now, guys. Bama hit a home run too. How often does a coach, first off, we can count on one hand how many Nick Sabans there's been in college football. The GOAT retires and you're able to hire a guy that was just in a national championship. And I get it. Year one didn't go as people wanted. But Coach Sean, Jantz, Coach Al, Coach Carl, Brinsky, how many times did we stream Saban's last year and say, damn, Bama almost lost that game?
Yeah,
right. Too many times.
Yeah,
too many times. Yeah, I think that Saban doesn't get credit for what an incredible coaching job he did his last year to have that team in the playoffs, a potential one play away from a national championship. And then you lose all those guys. You lose Amos. You lose Caleb Downs. You have 30 guys hit the portal. DeBoer comes in, and if we're being honest, DeBoer's first year was a lot closer outside of the playoff appearance. Obviously, that's a big deal. DeBoer's first year was a lot closer to Saban's last year than I think a lot of people want to admit. You go back and watch. You almost lost to USF. You almost lost several different games that year. It was just such a good job by Saban. Bama loses Saban, then they get DeBoer. He's 19-3 against ranked teams.
Facts.
Wow,
That's dumb.
that's
Like,
dope.
That's incredible. Bama is in that conversation. But hey, I got to give y'all credit. I didn't think of that Dan Lanning, Mario Cristobal one. That's a damn good one too. That's a damn good one. That one escaped me.
Think about this, Ty. David said it in the chat. David said Nebraska got rid of Bo Pelini after having them. Now I looked up Bo Pelini. He was 67-27, which is a pretty damn good record at Nebraska.
Yeah, he was an annual 9-win coach at Nebraska.
And it don't seem like they've won diddly squat since he
Well, he
left.
was also an ass.
Facts.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. Same LSU cat.
Well,
yeah.
my dad was a big Nebraska fan, right? Like I came from split household. Mom, big Alabama fan from her family going there. Dad, big Nebraska fan. So that's all I watched was like, if I was watching any college football, it was Nebraska and Alabama. So I know those histories real well.
Facts.
Bo Pelini, I just remember him screaming.
Yep.
Like, that's all I remember. of Bo
Remember him
Pelini.
winning that national championship at LSU and the next
LSU.
thing smoking at Nebraska. Yeah.
With his hat back on his head like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. Yeah, right.
Face red as hell from yelling.
Hey guys, I gotta say something. I just keep getting flashbacks of what happened tonight. Jeremy Bernard is that guy.
Most underrated wide
Yeah.
receiver,
Yeah.
maybe most underrated
Jerry
offensive
Bernard.
weapon in the country.
That cat
Can
might be
you
a
imagine-
first round pick, man.
Can you imagine if and when Ryan Williams get healthy, and you got Jeremy Bernard, you got Ryan, Losier Brooks, and Horton, and Josh Cuevas. I don't understand how you stop this offense, man. I mean, I really don't, because Jeremy Bernard just made play after play. I mean, tonight when we needed it. I mean, he created something out of nothing when that backwards pass that was supposed to be a throwback. That was all Jerm, man. AK turned into a 17-yard play. I mean, I'm sorry I changed subjects on you, but it just hit me. This guy made plays tonight, man.
Yes, he
I
did.
mean, and Ty was dealing. Okay, I really like our team, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for departing from our conversation, but I just thought about this. Our team played tonight, man. Okay, they beat a playoff team. Tennessee's a playoff team. Don't get it twisted. They get those two corners back with Banks pulling the trigger at defensive coordinator, with that offense, with that quarterback as accurate as he is, with some mobility, and that way they can run the football. If they go 10-2, they're in the playoffs. I promise you they're gonna be in the playoffs.
It's gonna be hard for them because they got Oklahoma still on their.
I think they beat Oklahoma. If they play them at home, I
They
think
got
beat
them at home next week.
I think they beat them.
Oh, is that next week?
That's next week, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think they beat.
Wait, is next week Tennessee for Oklahoma or Ole Miss?
Oh, I could be wrong.
Let me check it right now.
Damn, so Oklahoma got Ole Miss and Tennessee back to back.
Yeah, they got Ole Miss on the
let me
25th,
check
then
it.
Tennessee, then
Damn.
Bama,
Yep, I got it,
then
bro.
Missouri, then LSU.
It's
got
unfair,
it.
bro. That's unfair.
Tennessee has yeah, you're right.
But I can't. They played like a bunch of cupcakes at the beginning.
Actually,
Come on.
Tennessee has
Auburn?
Kentucky.
Not Auburn,
Tennessee has
Oklahoma.
Kentucky next week. They got
Okay,
Kentucky
that's
next
okay.
week. Then they get Oklahoma November 1st, then New Mexico State, then Florida, then Vanderbilt. So they got a week. They got a week off next week with Kentucky. Just saying that.
Yeah.
Kentucky game. Texas is a really good game tonight.
They got
Oh,
Ole Miss.
yeah.
At least they got Ole Miss. Oklahoma. Oklahoma is at home against Ole Miss.
In Knoxville.
Oklahoma's at home against Tennessee,
Okay.
and I do believe they beat Oklahoma.
Ooh, at
I'm calling
home.
it right now. I'm at home. I'm calling it right now.
In
They
Knoxville.
in Knoxville.
Okay.
They get them in Knoxville, and I'm saying they beat Oklahoma in Knoxville. I say that.
Hey, don't look now, but it
don't see
may
it.
potentially be one more job coming open. FSU
Oh,
Job
did they
open
lose
too.
today? Did they lose?
to Stanford. They're losing now, I think. They
Oh
were
man,
losing.
yeah.
That's because we were their Super Bowl.
Yeah, because y'all heard that crazy slick remark he made about Bama about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You know,
did. Yeah.
talking about Alabama, like now everybody think they're a good team. Like, bro, why are you still talking about Alabama? Like,
Hang the banner.
hang the banner, exactly.
Man, because I knew they was having that rat poison like crazy when one of their players, I'm acknowledge it every time we bring up Florida State. Talking about when he played Alabama, he felt like he was still in high school. I was like, sir, does it really feel like you're still in high school?
Fact.
But I know our guy Ty, thank you for coming in, my brother. Y'all make sure you subscribe to our brother's channel. But I'm gonna let him shout out his channel, man. Go ahead and say what you need to say, my brother.
Hey, just good to see you all.
Always, brother.
Always, for sure.
No
Usually,
doubt,
y'all are
No
like
doubt.
wrapped up by the time I get done with my Bleacher Report stream, but I saw that y'all were still going, so I was like, I'm gonna hop over here. I'm gonna go and smoke another cigar. F Tennessee, guys. Another thing before I get out of here, Bama is now in history. Kalen DeBoer and Bama are now in history. 4 weeks in a row, 4 ranked teams. Georgia beat a ranked team today. Vandy beat a ranked team today. Tennessee lost to a ranked team today. Huh. Missouri beat Auburn today. Like, that's insane. There's only 3 teams in the SEC history that have ever done 4. One team did 5, and that was Auburn.
They did.
Unlucky for Alabama that they won't get the opportunity because Shane Beamer has to be.
That may be another job open.
You know,
South Carolina.
Think so.
That may be another job
And
open.
Sellers, don't. He can't go to the NFL. Look, he's got to transfer.
He better not.
He better
better
not.
not.
Time for you to transfer. Should have took the money and just transfer. Now I say you want to stay loyal to your team, but should just took the money and transfer.
But Ty, I know you gotta go, brother. Show appreciate you, man. Don't take forever, cause we need you back on here, my brother.
Facts, man.
Love you always.
Facts.
and I'm gonna go watch this this post game scuffle that happened between Bama and Tennessee. Because one thing I love,
What happened?
James Smith is always on demon time.
I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on here and then put it up here.
I love that after the Vandy game, you had Jeremy Bernard who was saying a Bible quote, and James Smith was cussing out Diego Pavia as he was running onto the field. James Smith was cussing out Brazil at the end of the game. Listen, I'm fine with my offensive players like Bernard being church boys. I want my defensive linemen to be on a different type of time, and James Smith is on that type of time.
Yes, sir.
When you got players like Diego,
We need some Reuben Fosters in our locker room, buddy.
Right.
James Smith is from the west side of
Montgomery, Alabama, Gumptown.
West side, not the east side. West side Montgomery. That guy is rugged. Come from a home with 5 kids, and he probably the baby of the family. Mom don't have much, so that NIL set him on straight. He still is west side. You don't play with a James Smith because James Smith put hands on you.
We need some more Reuben Fosters in our locker room.
If you stay on here just for like a couple more seconds, Ty, I'm about to pull it up. We all about to watch it in real time. I keep seeing it, but I'm not hearing anything.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just, rivalry
I just
game
want to hear. I just want to hear the bad words. I love good old bad words.
You see, Quay Rousseau is another one. He's just not on the field right now. Okay, yeah, them boys cut out the same cloth, man.
That's that west side connection.
Yeah,
but Quay come from a little bit better family, so Quay more a mild mannered laid back type of guy, but he just fast and physical. James Smith is real. Like he one of those guys that we've been begging for years, for the last few years for Nick Saban to have. Like we know, say we just need some of those thugs on the team. Like that's a James Smith, an educated thug. Like,
Okay,
That's
here
right.
we go.
That's right. And you know me, man. You know I don't like to use the full letter superlative, but I heard one of the former Bama players said that we don't have those MFers in the locker room no more like we used to have. You know, we got too many choir boys back in the day. You know,
Yeah,
and James
Smith.
Smith was a throwback that got that swag
He
to our
MF.
team, man. Okay,
Yeah,
and I'm just
he
hey,
MF.
look here, man. I'm just gonna tell you, if you play ball, you ain't with a bunch of boys that's singing in the choir.
That's a fact.
I'm just gonna flat out tell you,
Oh,
going back,
everybody
going
doing
back to I was 12 years old coming up, man. The boys on the team were the boys that were the thugs. I'm just gonna flat out tell you like it is now. And
Right.
if you wasn't
Here
like
you go.
that, you had it in you wasn't gonna play much.
Here you
Chris,
go.
before
Right.
before you go, bro, shout out to Tyler Siski who said the same thing.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
We got to get him
Not
on the
that
show,
kind of
very real. We got to get him on the show soon.
I love.
But
Tyler
here's
Siski,
the video
man.
right here.
I love it.
That's what I'm
I love
talking
it.
about.
Yeah.
See, that's why I know that it made a lot of Bama fans upset the end of the game, how Devontae
No.
had those PIs. I was perfectly fine whenever he was one-on-one with Brazil and he just grabbed him and threw his ass to the ground. I was like, cool. Love it. It's either a touchdown or I'm gonna punk you, and he punked him, so I'm like, cool. I'm fine with it. I don't care.
I love that about with James. I love that. That's what it's
I'm
about,
just
hey
saying,
man.
This is our
All right,
grass.
y'all.
This
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
our grass. You
I'm
ain't
just saying-
picking it up off the ground and
That's
taking
it.
the grass off our field. You ain't doing that here, man.
That's it.
Okay?
All
So
facts.
I'm
We
just
wouldn't-
sorry, guys. Y'all know me. I'm pretty laid back, but I'm old school.
Hey,
You
Yeah.
ain't picking my grass
the
up
same
off
way.
my field.
That's a
James
fact.
Smith,
I'm
We
sorry.
was trained for that. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
James Smith is one of the ones you don't want to see in the back alley. I'll tell you that much.
I'm sorry. I'm with him.
You don't want to
Yeah.
run into James Smith on the back alley.
This ain't no
Fans
astroturf.
Fans
ain't no
gotta
action.
understand.
This ain't no
man.
field turf.
You got
It's
your-
our
you got your-
grass.
You got your
Facts.
Reggie Whites and you got your what's my boy name? RP. You got your Reggie Whites and you got your Jerome Browns.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have like you can have your church boys, but you gotta have those guys too, man. You gotta have those them
That balance.
thugs, boy.
Yeah, man. Some
Some
fans don't
MFers.
understand.
Some
that.
MFers. You got to have some MFers on your team.
Yeah. This is
I'm
not
a
a
church
check.
boy, but guess what?
Yeah.
I had to survive. Okay.
Yeah.
From the projects and different things like that.
Facts.
And you got to
Facts.
play with them
Likewise.
dudes, and you got to get your props. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to turn the game on. But you got to get
Yeah,
your
right.
props. And if you don't get your props, you'll get your lunch money took. You get all that stuff took.
All the time.
And you start
Yeah.
balling. I'm sorry. And then once you feel that, once you belong, you can be a
That's
church
right.
boy. You can be a church boy. I don't care. I'm a church boy.
Yeah.
100%.
No, man,
That's
you
why.
ain't gonna.
That's why we've been begging for cats like James Smith for a while. We've been begging for them James Smith. Now we just gotta get about 5 more on the defense. 5 more James Smith attitudes on defense, especially some of them Tony Browns of the world on the defensive backs, and get us a Reuben Foster type linebacker. OMG, Alabama would be the most feared team in the nation again.
Let the man cook. Let them boys do their job because they are cooking up in recruiting right now. They are cooking up. And you can see the caliber players that they bringing in. Look at the guys that's making the impacts right now. These are DeBoer guys.
Yes.
So
The fans better realize, man, our best teams, Coach Al, had the Rolando McClains, who was like that in the locker room.
That's right.
I know personally, Marcus Johnson was telling us how they was more scared of him than they was the coach. Like
Reuben
he
Foster.
at you They said Boo. We call him Boo. We don't call him Rolando. If Trevor Pannier in here, he know we call him Boo. Shout out to his mama Tanya. We know what I'm saying. His uncle Chris McClain, my homeboy. You know what I'm saying. Listen, them dudes. You need them dudes in the locker room, bro. That's gonna police that thing, and
That's right.
they're gonna be on the front line. Yeah, you gotta have that. Man. I know some
yeah.
fans don't understand that, but you gotta have that.
So look here. I wanted Justin Okoronkwo. He transferred out.
Is he playing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's balling.
Is he? I ain't seen him. Okay.
Dude been playing all year long. I wonder he left now.
What school is he? South Carolina?
He's in South Carolina.
Yeah. Okay.
South Carolina.
And Jeremiah Alexander. Them guys are all hating they left.
Where's Jeremiah at?
Clemson.
Is he balling?
I don't know if he's balling, but they 3-4
all year.
They 3-4 right now. I know that they
He
lost
doing
today.
He's doing decent.
Okay.
I think he going somewhere where he could.
He's not playing the role they probably playing at Alabama.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't getting that
bigger
playing
role at
time.
Alabama because if he was in Alabama, we probably wouldn't have got Micaiah Green. So he would feel that ball that's down here a linebacker. And I think he probably is a step up above that playing in the right set. He'd have been better than Micaiah Green, but he left. We give Micaiah Green, so we do have a thumper down here, but Micaiah Green can't cover as much as Jeremiah Alexander could have covered.
That's right.
It's just a little better. But those two guys leaving, we still got Justin Hill. We're bringing in there, Zay coming in, so we're gonna either be even better next year because Zay can play three different positions on defense.
He can.
So we getting better. We getting the type of guy like Coach Sean said, man. We getting cater the board type of guys. And when they're coming in next year, them guys gonna be dominant. They're gonna be playing fast and physical. And then we'll have guys that set the edge and come down here that don't mind hitting. And that's what we're missing right now. Guys that just really love hitting other people in the mouth playing football.
Like that Jyree kid playing that boy. Rattle your jaws, boy.
Yeah, he's gonna be all right.
One of my favorite guys out the class, man.
Xavier Griffin. Look Griffin, man. Look. Shout out to Mama J. Shout out to her son Xavier. Them boys will rock your jaw, man. Quick.
Yep.
You know.
And then Jordan Edmonds, man, they just giving him high praise. Boy, they say, boy, this boy ain't letting nobody get off that line.
Yeah.
I watched him over here in Georgia, man. I watched him over here in Georgia, and they don't throw it.
Right.
I mean, they don't throw it. We had a big game over here last night. We got a guy committed from McEachern. We played them last night. We were ranked 10th in the state. They were ranked 7th in the state. And he's a cornerback, okay, out of McEachern, and he's committed. And last night, that game was one of the best games in the state of Georgia. They beat us at home, but, man, it was a brawl, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Edmonds is that dog. He's that guy. Okay, he's going to be another one of them dudes. I hope he jumps in early.
Yeah.
Hey, you see how they be letting these young guys play at the cornerback position. We know Damani going to the NFL after this. So
and don't look now, Brisket. I mean, it's been quick, but next year could be Xavier Brown last year.
It could be. That's right. You're right, Coach.
They don't cool in it. Xavier Brown be a first-round draft pick next year.
Yeah.
It's setting up that way.
3 times night, he had 2 pass breakup and a pick 6. He about to be the next lockdown corner of Alabama. Ain't nobody going that direction.
He's doing his thing, man.
Yeah,
this
he
is
balling,
what I'm
man.
saying. And folks was just so down on him. I'm like, bro, he's a freshman out there.
True freshman. And don't look now, he got better tackling too. He actually tackled him.
He did.
If y'all was at the stadium, y'all would have saw on that last play before half how Mo came to the sideline. He recognized Tennessee was about to run that tight end to the flat. He made Kalen DeBoer call a timeout. He kept putting on Kalen DeBoer's shirt on the sideline, making call timeout. He called timeout. He pulled Xavier Brown to the sideline and told him it was coming. We walked up to him and he was like, he kept pointing out. He told him, play off, read it, and jump it. He's like, boom, jump it. And he was like, okay. And he walked back to him and told him in the ear again. and he gave him the thumbs up. Joey dropped back, threw the pass. Xavier did exactly what Mo told him. Picked that up off pick 6. Y'all don't see that on TV, but I got first-hand seeing that in the stands. I watched it in the stands, sitting right there. I'm like, is he telling him what's coming? And I started looking at what Tennessee. I said, oh yeah, this that damn tight end gonna roll to the flat. They've been killing them all evening on there with their tight end in the flat. When nobody running with the tight end. Made Xavier play shadow coverage, gave him the outside the route, pick 6. And Mo come down the sideline, he jumping up and down, telling Caleb, boy, I told you, pointing the finger at Caleb, boy. That was probably the best moment in the stand for me, because you see a defensive back coach identify the play coming and tell the kid, and the kid jumped that shit. It was fantastic.
Coach Carl, let me ask you a question. Was it loud in the stadium?
Shit, different.
Okay.
I had to put my hands in my ears a lot of times tonight.
Good
I like
stuff.
that.
Wow, man.
Because it felt like it was loud from the TV. Well, I'm saying TV. My wife and them took over the my big screen TV tonight to watch Love Is Blind, and I had to settle. I didn't even watch the game from the TV. I watched it from my phone, but I have zero problem with that. I have zero problem with that.
Let me say this to you.
It was so
Oh,
loud, man, that people were texting me that was down the street from the game, talking about when they, man, what happened? I'm like, pick 6. He said, man, my whole apartment building shaking.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah,
Let me say this to Link.
Awesome.
Link
Go
say to Link real quick. Link, I feel you, but I got number respect for Notre Dame. I'm gonna tell you why, Link. When you look at Ohio State schedule, when you look at Penn State, when you look at Notre Dame has played 2 SEC schools. They played Miami, they played USC, they played Boise. They didn't play. Their schedule is damn near tougher than half the teams in our league, man. They played some people. They played Texas A&M and Arkansas. They played Miami. They played USC. They played Boise State. So if they go 10-2, I ain't got no problem with Miami being in it, man. I mean, Notre Dame being in it. They actually played some people. Ohio State, they got a 3-game season, bro. That's it. They got a 3-game season. Penn State, Michigan, and Oregon.
Look who decided to jump in here late. Look who decided to jump in.
Shout out to Noah Carter. Shout out to Noah Carter.
Man, Noah looks so damn good in setting that edge, man. Noah looks so good setting the edge. Him and Justin Hill setting the edge. Keon Keeley coming in. Those 3 guys laying on that backside, man, setting the edge is phenomenal. All we have to do is solidify the 2 guys inside. James and Tim, those guys doing what they do. It's just they're bad girls right now. We're going to have to get London Simmons in a little bit more. And LG Hill going to have to get a little bit faster out of his stance. He come out of his fence a little bit faster. We'll have 4 dominant tackles, 4 dominant ends, and 2 dominant damn wolves. Man,
and whoever number 11 is.
Jordan Renard.
He got to leverage the football better. He was, I don't know if he was trying to spill or his leverage was wrong, and he got his ass Peter rolled on a couple plays. I'm talking about the lineman turned him.
A lot of times when them young kids trying to spill, they don't know how to spill, because a lot of coaches are telling guys you spill this way, you spill that way. You spill going interior. You don't spill outside.
To protect the outside, to keep him from going outside.
Outside you play contain. Inside
to make him bounce, I guess.
You spill inside and you make him bounce outside.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they be sending, they telling the guy to spill. They gonna spill inside, making a bounce outside. You should be playing leverage and pushing them back inside. But they have them spilling, and then the guys getting outside them, and then
there's no help coming to help them. Facts.
You complaining because the guy's spilling, and then they beat you to the outside. Don't spill. Play outside contain. Just push them inside. Keep your gap, stay outside contain, and then you got containing. You spilling when you're supposed to be containing, and you're containing when you're supposed to be spilling.
Spilling,
That's the difference. They trying to tell you how to spill to the outside. You can't do no damn outside spilling. That shit, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, what is his responsibility? Because I didn't see no help coming this way. and then he let the lineman. I couldn't tell what he was trying to do, and I seen the lineman just easily turned him, and the little dude just popped right outside and went for like 35, 40 yards. I was like, God dog, man.
Coach Carl, let me ask you this real quick. Because I'm seeing this post from the actual Alabama football page, and folks like from some verified accounts and some people, they said that was the loudest they heard the stadium. Some saying ever, and some said, man, top three. When Xavier Brown picked off the interception.
Wow.
Listen, man,
I believe
I'm
that.
telling you,
That's one of the biggest plays.
That shit was so loud, Brisket. My watch started saying that that it was way too loud to be inside of the building. And my watch said it was way too loud.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah, Ebony was there. I see her chiming in the chat. I missed you when I was in Arizona a couple of week and a half ago. Ebony. You were at the Vanderbilt game. And
was it loud, Ebony? Coach Carr said it was deafening.
Can you concur what he is saying? I need to hear.
Okay. Yeah.
Sweet.
Damn, man. I hate missing moments like that, bro.
Me too, man.
Damn. Because I know how happy I was when I seen it. I was like, man, just get this one stop. Because I know it was on, I think it was third down the last time they scored. But this one was fourth down, I believe. Man, I'm glad, man.
We held it 20 points.
It was fourth down and goal from the 2-yard line. And then he picked that shit off. Y'all get probably a 10-second delay from live. Like we'll get it live. Y'all get like a 10-second delay. Man, that shit was so loud. I'm telling you, it was like it was so loud. It seemed like the damn whole stadium was closing in on you. You can feel the shit. You can feel the stadium damn near rocking.
Shaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I done been going to Alabama game now for 8 damn years. I had season ticket holder for 8 years. I ain't never heard that stadium that loud.
Wow.
Ever.
We'll do it, Ebony.
When Rhule and Joe Burrow were going at it, that stadium wasn't that damn loud. And I'm talking about you got Tua and Joe Burrow, Chase, and Judy and Ruggs and all them going at it. That stadium was not that loud. That shit tonight was different.
So what about the cigar smoke?
I was literally in the crowd sometimes, Coach John, and there's no lie. Literally in the crowd, I was putting my fingers in my ears because that shit was getting so loud, it would hurt my eardrum.
Man, so that's where that is what I like to hear, man.
Yeah,
get Brian Denny back to being a hostile environment. Fact,
environment.
Big shout out, man. This is from everybody on the panel. Ebony, love seeing 24 out there, man. Love seeing him take on the block, keeping that outside arm free, and then making that tackle, man. I love seeing that young man play the ball. They moved him around too. What I've seen, they moved him around a little bit. So
he's playing the wolf. It's
coming, Ebony. Yeah.
He was playing the wolf. He was moving around, playing that sniffer kind of position, that spy. You got to know the defense in order to know which gap to take, know what the front's doing, to do all that. But the thing that I looked at Noah tonight, physically, he looked different. Yes. He looked the part of an SEC edge guy.
Oh, yeah. It's coming.
He got that strong lower base, long arms, twitchy he just looked the part. He looked comfortable. So they're doing a great job with him.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So, yes, they are.
I know you're a proud mom. Go ahead.
Like one play, he looked we got double teamed on that second drive. He came in, he got double teamed, he got pushed back. And then he went to the sideline. You could see him on the sideline hitting the head like he wasn't giving a whole lot of effort. Then the next drive he came in, he set the edge and got that tackle for a loss. Then he started pushing the pocket from the edge. But he was more contained and watching that running back coming out the flat, making sure the running back don't bail out the flat. So he was pushing the pocket and still containing the edge. He looked phenomenal, man. I'm telling you. Young Noah is making that trajectory on the way up. And by the end, I think he's going to get a whole lot more playing time as the season goes on because that kid played phenomenal.
He did, bro.
He's staying down. Now he about to come up, man. It's about his time. And it says she over there. I'm over here lit. I hope you got one of these on you. And I'm like,
but they trust him. If he's on the field, they trust him.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I mean, if you look at Justin, what number 8 on the goal line, he was in the game. Justin Hill, he was in the game. And,
his time coming, man. When he really get him out there for real, I feel like he's gonna cause chaos.
Both of them boys, man, it ain't gonna be no let up. It's gonna be 100%.
That new cheetah package. That new cheetah package. Shoot, you could probably let Youngzay, Noah, and Justin just go.
Yeah.
And Keelan.
It's crazy, bro.
Man.
It's a blessing.
Oh, yeah. And definitely, of course, man. It's all love over here. We appreciate you always supporting us. So, man, definitely appreciate everybody coming through. Hold on. Said, can we get it? Oh, she said she wanted Shannon Shaw one more time. Oh, man, why not? Why not?
My team, everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on.
That's my actual mood all night, man. We about to get our roll on. Y'all already know Cash Money and No Limit about to have a versus soon. So already,
that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be good, man. So definitely shout out to Alabama winning this game. Y'all already know the 24-hour rule. Of course, we're gonna talk about it on Monday. Trust me, Tez ain't crying, man. He won't Hugh Freeze to go. He can care less. He rather them lose this game because he's so tired of Hugh Freeze. They don't even. I'm telling you right now. By Monday, I expect 2 big jobs to be open: Auburn and Florida.
Yeah, they say Florida's already a done deal.
Man. Yeah,
they say that's a done deal already.
Yeah.
So
like, no matter what happens Saturday.
Billy Navy was done Sunday morning whether he won or lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about Thursday. And shout out to John on that.
Auburn gonna hire James Franklin.
That is not gonna happen. You know where you from, man. You know where you from. That ain't about to happen. You know where we from.
I know. Guys. I'm just saying.
This ain't.
I'm trying to be funny, Bransky.
Oh, you trying to be funny? Okay. I'm about to say. Now, I seen JJ put in here. They said Fran Brown. I think he said Fran Brown. Coming to Auburn or something. I like. Listen here. If they won't hire Franklin, they damn sure ain't gonna hire Fran Brown because he more one of us than anything.
Man, we from Alabama. That is Auburn, Alabama. Nah, I was surprised when they hired Green to be the AD. But
still,
you see how long his ass stayed, right?
Not long.
Okay.
So
I can see Golish going to Florida State if they let Norvell go. I can see Golish staying down.
I can definitely see him going to Florida State.
I can see Golish going up, but you can either see Dion go to Florida State.
Nah, Prime not going nowhere. Next part he going home. Yeah, it's health problem with Prime, man. It's health problems, and he's just older. He's just like, you can just tell, like, he's at the end of the rope. So he done real. So I don't even see him lasting coaching 5 more years because of his health. But I forgot, man. I was in.
All them damn blood clots are serious, boy.
Yeah, you gotta tell me. So get well, Prime, man. It's always love over here. But
get well, cuz.
Hold on, we gotta address this real quick. JJ, I be hearing everybody say that, man. But this is my take on that, bro. These dudes that ain't never coached college football, bro, it's a different world in college football than the pro.
Thank you.
I know personally that coaches, these real NFL coaches like John Gruden, not all of them, but some of them ego are not going to let them slob a 16, 17-year-old kid. They just don't like doing that. They got assistants and all that. Some of these coaches, these big egos, they just don't like begging these, because practically it's what you got to do. Beg these, especially the kids in 11th grade, they just don't like doing it. They do not like the chase of a 16, 17-year-old kid. They just don't like doing it. You know, we saw it firsthand with our former offensive line coach a few years back, Marone. Cuz he just didn't like recruiting. John Gruden, when you he know just like Belichick, these dudes have forgotten more about football than I probably ever know. But when you get in college football, it's not structured like the pros, right? You got to set your schedule. You got to do all these different things.
Right.
Like you're required to talk to the alumni, booster. Like it's so much little, almost high school type stuff that you got to do, right? That it's just I just don't see John Gruden coaching though. If I feel like if John Gruden was gonna coach college football, he'd have been here way before now. Like there was several other great opportunities for him to take, and he just never. I think John Gruden is an NFL coach. I think he's a pro coach. You know, he loved calling those long plays. You know, trips right X26. You know, he loved the pro. Y spider. You know, X Y trip.
That's,
you know,
that's the play that number 2 pick. Boy Banana Spider. That's what that play was. I'm gonna tell you something, Coach Sean. You know me, man. I'm a red, white, blue card carrier, Medicare guy, and coming out of retirement this year to go back and coach some of these younger guys, man.
Facts.
There's a generational thing that I absolutely cannot stand with these young kids. You know, because the way I coach is I demand a certain, thing out of the players.
They'll get offended real quick.
They get offended real quick, man. It's a generational thing. So, I came out of retirement this year to help a guy out, with some, youngsters, and stuff like that, man. And I see it. I'm going like, man.
It's different now. That's why I never went back, bro.
It's different.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, Coach Carl, I had parents pulling me to the side. Like, what?
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something when we get off too.
Talk to him like that.
You can't talk to him like facts.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, it's different, bro. It's different.
Facts, bro.
Hold on. Let me end this. Hold on. Let me end this, and we can talk about this off stage. Because trust me, I know where this gonna go, man. Because I got something to tell about that just happened. I'm gonna get off before I tell it, because that's the reason why we're getting off. But appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. For real. I forgot to hit up BT comment, man, but the conversation was so good I didn't want to stop. Shout out to our brother BT, for the $5 super chat that took old Smokey out behind the shed and put him out of his misery. Roll damn Tide. Shout out to BT for that, man. And also shout out to my boy Gated Boy. Hit me with the $2 and saying Roll Tide Roll. You already know, man. I hope you got your stogie too, because I know you got the liquor by you. I know you got that. But I'm gonna let these brothers shout out their channels, and we gonna get up out of here, of course.
Okay, me first. On the block sports, Coach Carl, man. You can find me on Twitter at Coach KD Taylor. Roll Tide, Brisket. Appreciate you dropping the link, man. It's good to be back on the block with you guys, man. Coach Sean, Coach Al, Brisket, Chance, Coach A, Big Ty Hayes, man. Appreciate y'all, brothers.
Already, brother. You already know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Yeah, fellas. Hey, I appreciate you having me on. I saw myself. There you go, right there. Everything you see right there on the screen, that's where you can hit me up at. Hit me up. I'll definitely get back with you. But I tell you what, man, this channel, the network that we're on, man, this brotherhood we got is authentic. So what y'all hear is for real. We'd be having this conversation if we weren't on live.
That's fact.
That's just the way we are. Okay. So what you see is not contrived, it's not scripted. What you got is for real, just like we are. Okay. And I'm gonna tell everybody somebody's here. Stay free. Keep your mind free of that negativity out there. Mm-hmm. If you keep this part of your mind free, you have the best freaking life you will ever know, because you're looking at a brother that's living it. Okay. And I come from nowhere. I wasn't supposed to make it. But look where I'm at. Look at these planes around you in the background, right? Look at these brothers are hanging out right here. And we giving you the real deal. Coach Al.
Love that.
Love you always, Coach.
Facts, bro.
Love you
Learn
guys.
from that.
100%.
Just likewise, bro. Love that for sure, man. Coach Al is the wisdom that we all need. I know I love it. Absolutely a pleasure, man, to be on with Coach Al, to be on with my brother Coach Carl, to be on with Brinsky, to be on with Ty, to be on with Jance, man. Love them dudes, man. Love them dudes. I pull for them dudes. I watch them when I'm at work, all of them. Just a pleasure, bro. Just a pleasure, man. Pleasure to have everybody to chat with us, man. Eric D, who always in here, Ephraim, OG Ephraim, Dr. 334, Ebony, just everybody, man. Everybody's freaking awesome. It was a great night. Anytime you can put lashes to Tennessee's asses, it's a great night. Great night for Coach Sean. You know what I mean? Really enjoy that I got a chance to stick a bird at my neighbor. You know what I mean? Who's a Tennessee fan from Tennessee. And, and I told him, Coach Al, Coach Carl, he be calling me Shion with a W. Hey, Shion. My name ain't no damn Shion with a W. S-H-O-W-N. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shion, go Vol. I mean, I just got to stand still in the bird tonight. It felt absolutely wonderful, bro. You know what I'm saying? You already know Eric D. Much love to Jackson State, who's putting lashes putting lashes to everybody's asses right now.
Damn,
you know what I mean? Much love to TU. You know what I'm saying? Much love to Coach Carl down there coaching them young boys, doing his thing. But you can definitely find me at JMHO Sports Talk right here on Twitter and YouTube.
And like I always say, man, appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And trust me, man, I speak very, very highly of these three men, especially to Tez. I was like, man, they don't understand, man. Whenever the day Coach Sean just decide he want to do this coaches show and they just review film, it's gonna blow up. And I can't wait to just see it. I just love hearing you guys and love learning from you fellas, man. And it's good to say I got your numbers. I can hit you guys up at any time that I want. It's real genuine brotherhood and mentorship and all that stuff, man. So what these people get on here is a big education in football and learning more and more each and every week. They ain't just hearing stuff on the TV, just hearing this little mediocre stuff from Matt Moscano. You hearing real deal, 100% one-on-one football over here from you three. And like I said, man, definitely shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the people that support this channel and their channels. Please make sure you subscribe to their channels. Their channels will be in the description. LSU is burning.
LSU is burning.
The tide is rolling. F Tennessee. F Auburn, because they took that L. You need to sign Hugh Freeze to a 5-year, multi-million-dollar contract. Keep him here forever and keep wasting those boys' talent unless they want to leave. Cam Coleman, you can come home. You can come home.
Come on home, Cam.
Yeah.
Keelan is waiting.
The crazy part about that, Brinsky, like when I be playing NCAA 26, every single season that I played, I started over, replayed it again. Every single season, second year of me playing, Cam Coleman transferred to Alabama.
To Alabama.
Yep. Whoa! Hot take.
Hey, if that happened, we'll be replaying this over and over and over and over again. So y'all stay tuned, man, for that, man. Y'all already know. And just because they lost, that's why I said it's all love for my brother Tez.
Shout out to my brother Tez. Facts. Our brother Tez.
Oh yeah, our brother Tez. But it's still forever and a day. F them trees. Y'all already know.
And tell Nick, maybe now he'll put Alabama at number 1. Now.
Yeah.
Love Nick to death. That's the homie.
Yeah. Let them keep Alabama down.
Yeah, that's what I said. Let them keep it.
So we can keep proving them wrong. Because they mess around through us at number 1, our boy might think they'd arrive.
No. I mean, just in their poll. Nick, not in the college poll. Nick and them do their own poll.
They do,
and he always had these reasons why.
They do that shit every Tuesday, but they never gonna put Bama number 1. They put Bama number 1 here. That's a damn slap to their fan base. And they terrible at Auburn. Auburn is freaking terrible. So they put us number 1 here. The whole damn Auburn fan base will start crying.
Because his reasons were Missouri and Ole Miss. Well, guess what? We beat Missouri and Ole Miss just lost. So what
To a team that we beat. To a team that
about
we
who
beat.
you played. Well, we didn't play
Right.
4 ranked teams in 4 weeks, right?
And beat them all.
And beat them all.
They'll
So
put Georgia on.
And it was one of the main things that we was talking about doing over the summer. Like, this is the gauntlet that we got to go through. If we can just go through it and make it out, we are battle tested. We are definitely the most battle tested team in the country. So y'all better watch out for real.
What you said.
So
what you said. Yeah,
so we're gonna catch y'all on Monday. And so we're gonna catch y'all on Monday with all the full in-depth what we seen. Hopefully we can get some all 22 film so we can see more. But we'll catch y'all on Tuesday and roll damn tide. No, not on Tuesday. On Monday, 6 o'clock. Monday, 6 o'clock. Monday, 6 o'clock. And roll damn tide. And it's
LSU was burning.
Classic weekend.
Magic Classic. LSU was burning.